What's going on, YouTube, man? We back at it again. Another video, another reaction video, baby. We finna get into it. Got my boy Flacco up here, man. Shout out Poetic Flacco. Y'all go subscribe to Homeboy channel. Be having a lot of good information. We're gonna talk about your boy Young Scooter, man. RP Young Scooter. And the suspicious death surrounding the events that took on last night with him and the police. Let's see what's going on, man.
I'm gonna start having a conversation about the Atlanta curse. At this point, it's getting scary and eerie. Yeah, we lose an Atlanta rap legend. It never fails, and it's usually like a freak accident. He calls freak accident in the crossfire. Raekwon overdose. His brothers and them could have saved him, but they just left him unresponsive, quote unquote, not knowing he was dead. Today, we lost Young Scooter to quite possibly the freakiest accident of them all. A lot of people was running with a report that Young Scooter was shot and killed by the police, but if they actually read the police report they was getting that from, it says the person who was shot and killed is 42 years old. Young Scooter is 39, so obviously it wasn't him. But fortunately, we got the real story now. Atlanta police literally had to do a Usain Bolt like 40-yard sprint press conference to announce that they ain't the one who did it. People was getting ready to burn down this.
Just so y'all know, I know what's going on before I even get into it. Basically, Young Scooter, the police got a call. Some woman it was shots fired. Some woman got dragged in the house. When they got to the location, they knocked on the door. A man opened the door, and when he opened the door, saw it was the police, he shut the door. So the police established a perimeter. Then after that, I guess two guys fled. Maybe one guy, I'm not really sure about that, but somebody ran. I think it was Scooter, and running, he tried to jump a fence, broke his leg, and I guess he bled internally. That's what they say is going on.
Of Atlanta. Yo, there was literally like group calls, a riot downtown when people thought that Atlanta police killed Scooter, but they actually did a press conference and they revealed exactly what took place.
We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive. In Zone 3, officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male...
Y'all notice every time that this guy talks right here. Hold on, can I move myself? Every time this guy talks, he be like, just notice how many times he does this. It's like police officers are always on some weird. They always, when they had a vest on, holding it right here, they always go like this. Like, they always on some weird stuff. Like, check him out, though. Watch his face.
The door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house.
The male that fled with Young Scooter. You're probably asking why did Young Scooter flee when the police ain't even really say what they was there for. Open the door, see the police, and slam the door. I mean, I don't know.
Flacco look like he Big U's son almost. He look just like, bro.
Peephole for y'all to see them before you open the door. Again, I can say this now, and it's not snitching because Young Scooter has passed away. Rest in peace to the God. Yo, Young Scooter was the biggest heroin dealer in Atlanta. Like, Young Scooter was on some El Chapo level and dealing in Atlanta. Yo, Young Scooter was so prevalent, he invented like his own purple heroin. Like, Young Scooter known for this purple-esque heroin moving throughout Atlanta. So Young Scooter probably seen the police and didn't know it was there for him. Didn't know if they were there to do a raid on him. He didn't know, if they was there because the fans was coming. Didn't know, because right now he's doing something.
Which it makes sense, because y'all gotta remember, man, these guys are not top of the level rappers. Yes, they rap, but just because you rap does not mean you have money. When you rap, people associate rapping with a whole bunch of money. And then so rappers who rap, they have to try to look the part, play the part, because they rap. And they feel like, I rap, so I'm supposed to be making a whole bunch of money. If you're not a top of the level rapper like Drake, Future, Kent, like them type of guys, or been in the game long and been dropping hits like, you know, Wiz Khalifa, T-Pain, people like that, you ain't really seeing no money. I mean, I done seen rappers who really got stuff going and they only charging. I just heard a thing from Mo3. They said he was getting up to, I mean, maybe this was before he got famous, but he was like getting like 7,000 a show, and that was like crazy money in Houston. So it's like, if somebody like Mo3 only getting 7,000, what you think like somebody like Young Scooter's get? Because Young Scooter's not like, he's a Atlanta legend for sure. Don't get it twisted. But come on, man, he not getting money like that. So they got to try to make their other money somewhere else to keep up that lifestyle. So him selling that dog food makes sense.
The trafficking in Atlanta. That's why he fled. And he fled. Now, Atlanta police want us to believe that they didn't do a full-on chase, they didn't shoot him, they didn't tase him, nothing. Just fled and jumped over the fence. And like, how they found him to me is very suspicious, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, hear this.
The other male jumped 2 fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid, and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. That male is going to be the third.
I swear, it's a lot of people who be dying at Grady. I be hearing a lot of stuff about Grady. It's crazy that you die off a broken leg. Like, that's insane to me. All the dog food that you selling, all the street activity you done been into, everything that you've done, and you die from a broken leg. Like, it's crazy.
Year-old male out of Atlanta. Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained.
And just to be very clear, y'all, I'm very transparent, very true to myself. I'm just getting started with this, okay? So don't knock me on my setup. I got to do it how I do it right now. I'm not familiar with YouTube and I'm just learning, man. So if anybody got any tips for me and stuff, let me know, man. Hit me up in the comments, man. Let me know something.
Was not via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing.
Stop bullcrapping ourselves, right? An Atlanta curse. This here to me is like the only proof I need. There's an Atlanta curse. Get away from the police, try to hop over a fence, fall. Let's say you fracture your leg or twist your ankle trying to hop over a fence. You die from that? And here's where the added layer of suspicion comes in. Police apparently was given chase, so they found him like not more than a minute or two. They found him within a minute or two. They administered aid to the fractured leg, rushed him to the hospital where he went through surgery. He died from internal bleeding?
It's crazy.
I can understand if this was like the 1860s, bro, where like technology, the healthcare system was probably piss poor. This man died from a fractured leg. I'm uneducated, bro, but that just don't make sense. Now, Atlanta PD apparently can confirm 39-year-old male is Young Scooter for obvious reasons. You know, I feel like they have to reach the family, identify with the family. The coroner office has to identify him, et cetera, but this is suspicion.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Y'all, hold on. One sec. Give me one sec. All right, my bad. I had to get that thing.
And like they begin to ask him more questions such as, okay, got a call that says, you know, I was being dragged back in the house and went off, but y'all didn't locate any guns at the scene, right? Locate email at the scene?
Can we confirm that it's a known rapper that goes by the name of Young Scooter, the 39-year-old man?
We cannot, at this point, that's a function of the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office once they notify the next of kin.
So what was the discussion? What led to the 39-year-old having to flee from police? Can you give us a little bit more detail? Because it just seems, what exactly led to him running away?
So, again, there was a 911 call of dispute with shots fired and a female being dragged back into the residence. When officers arrived, a male initially opened the door, closed the door on the officer's face without communicating completely. That's when the officers established a perimeter and the two males fled. Why they fled, obviously, we can't speak for them. So it's still an active investigation. So we were not able to locate a female.
The entire thing is bizarre to me.
Bizarre, man. This is just crazy. You know, I'm gonna stop it right there. That's pretty much the story. I don't know how YouTube works again. I don't want to get in trouble for recording his whole video. I'm not really sure how it works. So we're gonna stop it right there, because that's pretty much the gist of it until we get some more information, man. But let me know what y'all think. Did he really die from a broken leg? I mean, that sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Especially the fact that they found him so quick. I just don't understand how, like, I got to do some research, figure out how quick you can die from internal bleeding, and it just blows my mind, man. But rest in peace to young Scooter, man. He was definitely a Atlanta legend. He was definitely, you know, well known in the streets. You know, the Jug, man, like, he really had a time where he was that one, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know how much I'm buying this story, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, man. We finna get it cracking, man. We trying to do a video every day. We just gonna keep going and going and going until we get 1 billion trillion subs, man. We out this thing.